ago, we do have one last one, and it's when MoonPay acquisitioning. Well, I'm sorry, we're talking about acquisitions, but no, MoonPay actually partners with MasterCard. So yeah, so MasterCard teams up with MoonPay to launch global stablecoin card. Um, so what this means is anyone who has a debit card or even a credit card could potentially be using, stablecoins. So the crypto industry is just adopting stablecoins across the board. We've been talking about it for weeks now about stablecoins just because there seems to be something new coming out. So stablecoins again are here to stay. A lot of people in Canada are also talking about it. There's like got so many like events where everyone is just talking about stablecoins, yield farming with stablecoins, regulatory finance with stablecoins, the Genius Act at the US, you name it. So stablecoins is here to stay.
Yeah, the stablecoin thing that it kind of confuses me, like why it's so important. I haven't really wrapped my head around it 100%. But also the other part to it is, I feel like the government should issue these stablecoins. Like they should be the ones doing it. Like the United States government should have a stablecoin.
Yeah.
The Canadian banks should have it. The Canadian government should just issue a stablecoin. Like every country should just have a stablecoin, because that would be the way to take, they talk about everybody having, everything's tracked in money, with online banking and everything. This would be a privacy nightmare, I'm sure, for some folks, but also it would stop a bunch of fraud. It would stop a bunch of issues in the world. Like, when you think about cash is, impossible to track sometimes.
It is, yeah. So, cash. Kevin O'Leary made a really good comment yesterday, saying, "Boy, I think it was him, or no, it was not Kevin. It was the guy who is the chair, advisor of digital coins, of digital assets for the U.S.
Oh,
I'll get his name here in a moment.
Robert.
No, it's someone else.
He's the.
Robert Hines.
Yeah, Robert Hines.
Yeah, so it was Robert Hines who made a comment saying that, hey, everyone says that everyone is using Bitcoin or any crypto to do crime. They're going to be surprised when I tell them what they're doing with cash. And a lot of normies seem to think that you can do almost anything with crypto that's illegal. And just because it started like that in 2013 with the Silk Road, it doesn't mean that that's its only use case. So the other day, MoonPay came out saying, hey, your crypto wallet will replace your bank account. So that's what the tweet or the post here says on X. And this is just after it was released by MoonPay that they have joined forces with MasterCard. So, this is all pretty exciting. As far as it replacing your bank account, that's where, I respect the shooting over the moon for ambition, but sometimes I wonder how far you'll go high. If you go as far as you can up.
Yeah, I could see it becoming just like a bank account. Like I said, at some point, Bank of America is going to go, hey, you can have your money in stable coins. Like at some point, they're just going to do it. Like, it's not going to stop MoonPay. It's not going to stop all these other ones. It's just going to be kind of like a new class of bank, just like neobanks are really big. It's going to be like, oh, hey, there's my crypto bank, and they're going to become just like that. At some point, Coinbase is going to do the same. MoonPay is they're all going to move towards, hey, you're going to want to spend your crypto, because the more that people are spending it and using it in everyday life, it's going to be good for crypto in the end.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not in crypto. Well, I got in crypto back in 2018, very lightly. And then in 2020, I just deep dived into it to what it is now. But I think that crypto as a whole, like the reason why we should not disregard it, the reason why we should keep an eye on it and maybe even participate to innovate the space is because it just makes money much better. Look at Coinbase's, advertising, look at what their messaging is. They're always talking about, hey, let's improve the financial system. Let's make it, faster, more convenient, less expensive when moving around between, any proximity from offshore to within shore, you name it. So It's not impossible. I don't think it's crazy to say that at one point we're going to be using crypto wallets as our bank accounts. Right now, though, it's going to be hard to get to that point unless we get any regulatory framework. So until that happens, it is very likely that we're going to start to see proxy, almost like integrations where you can get your what is it called? Like your direct income, your deposit from your 401 job, your W-2 jobs, your payroll. Thank you. Your payroll is going to be converted into crypto. There's already some companies, especially here in Consensus, where they're talking about, converting your payroll from US dollars to stablecoins or
a number of people have done it. The football player, I forget his name. I think he's on the Miami Dolphins. He took it. There was a basketball player that did it. The mayor of Miami did it. More and more people are doing it, and a lot of people look at them crazy. But then also, when you're taking your payroll in there and you've kept some of it in Bitcoin, and all of a sudden it's at 104K, it's like maybe you're not the dumb one.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, Bitcoin and crypto have come a long way. I still remember the days where Bitcoin was. I was first introduced to Bitcoin back in 2014 with one of my high school friends. He had like a couple. I don't know. That guy's probably rich right now. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he had some Bitcoin, and it was worth like dollars. I remember, or a couple $100 at 2013. Anyways, so now it's like over 100,000. So it's got like,
nobody thought it could be done.
Yeah, and maybe that's, well, I mean, even before it became to 100,000, I think it was in 2021 where people were subtly transitioning. There was this mass influx with crypto adoption. So at the end of the day, we wouldn't be here if people just didn't care. But this is just like any trend. You have evangelists, almost niche crowds, accepting a technology, accepting, a new change. And then over time, you're going to see an influx of everyone. And then in the end, we're going to see normies or maybe older generations starting to get into it because it's the new norm, it's the new convenience. This usually takes like decades even. So all this to say, it wouldn't be insane to see crypto wallets becoming our new bank accounts. Yeah. Maybe in the near distant future, but not right away. So I think that's about it. Do you have any other thoughts, Leon, as far as today's episode?
No. We're at Consensus. We're having fun, and I think we're going to do some content down in Consensus today. So be on the lookout for it.
Yeah, more to come. Follow our socials. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date. Like this video. Share it around. And I think that's it for now. So thanks, everyone, for watching. Have a good one.